Flarial has been updated to 1.21.60. So to get Flarial, you can head over to their official website, flarial.xyz. I'm there right now. Here we can simply press on this red download button and the download is automatically going to start for us. Whilst you're in the description, also definitely go ahead and check out my Discord server where you can find many more clients just like this one. Anyways, as you can see, I have Flarial in my downloads right over here. This is a zip folder, however, we can just enter it like so. In here, you'll find the Flarial launcher as well as Flarial minimal. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using the full Flarial launcher, except you can of course use Flarial minimal if you want to as well. Anyways, to set up the Flarial launcher, we can just simply double click on this exe file, and there's going to be no install process. It's automatically going to start up. Because it's a zip folder, you might get this process, but we can just click on run right over here. It's not going to impact us in this case. And now, as you can see, Flarial Client is going to start right up over here, which is obviously fantastic. Anyways, here in Flarial Client, as you can see, this is our current game version going to be displayed over here. You can log in if you want, but I'm not, and you definitely don't have to if you don't want to. There's their Discord link right down here once again. For the rest, there's a general settings area as well as some news if you want to view that. But for right now, we can just press on this red launch button, which is automatically going to launch our Minecraft version with Flarial injected. As you can see, it says Flarial right up there. And we get the notification as well. If you see this Flarial on top splash text, that means that it has 100% worked and that Flarial is injected inside of your Minecraft instance. Anyways, for right now, I'm just going to head right into a Minecraft world and briefly show you how to use this. So as you can see, I have loaded in right over here, and we can simply press on the K button on our keyboard, and that is going to open up this area, which is also known as the Click GUI. As I said, I'm briefly going to show you how to use this. If you want a full in-depth Flarial usage tutorial, then that will be linked down in the description below. Anyways, here in the Click GUI area, this basically contains all of the modules that Flarial Client has. We can click on these to turn them on and click on that once again to turn it off. If it's your first time opening, then you'll get some of these notifications here explaining you a little better how to use this client. For the rest, we can hover above these, and that's going to give us a description of what the utility does. And we can press on this settings cog there, and that'll bring us to the customization menu. For the utility. Almost all the utilities have customization menus. We can press on this search bar right over here and search for something specific if we're looking for something. Hovering above the Flarial logo is going to give you something interesting as well, but you're going to have to try that out yourself. Anyways, if we click on settings up here, it brings us to the general client settings if you want to access those. For the rest, using this client should definitely be pretty self-explanatory. Now, a large amount of these utilities are actually going to be things that show up on your screen. Your coordinates, for example, which as you can see, we can see those right there, and maybe my clicks per second as well. I'll just enable both of those. Anyways, as you can see, they have kind of weird locations right now. It looks a little odd. I don't really like to have them there. And so we can open up the Click GUI and then press on this button over here, and that brings us to the HUD editor where we can drag around all these elements. There's no snapping grid, sadly, but these do luckily snap to the sides of your screen. So maybe I want my clicks per second down there and my coordinates right up here. Fantastic. I've done that now, and we can just press on escape to close out of there. And now, as you can see, I have my coordinates and clicks per second, which is obviously fantastic, right? And if we want to turn those off again, then we can definitely do that. In the customization menus for these utilities, in this case the coordinates, you can actually customize the entire way of how this looks, and it'll update live as well, so that's obviously fantastic. Finally, yeah, that was basically that for right now for Flarial. Do keep in mind that Flarial was the first client to update to 1.21.60. However, it has no hacks. Flarial is a completely legit client. However, I'd still highly recommend checking it out. It has a bunch of useful things, including stuff like full write, which is definitely going to be used by a lot of you. Anyways, for right now, though, that was basically that. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I do, of course, hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.